Many of us mess up with these common everyday phrases. Well, we all are guilty of slip-ups now and then. Well, it's not a mistake because these days there are certain common phrases that are said incorrectly and that has become a norm. So, what is the correct way of saying these phrases? That's what we're going to learn in today's lesson, and how to use these phrases in your conversation. Well, let's have a look. Hey friends, welcome back to a new lesson. You're with me, Niharika. So what are we going to learn today? Well, we have 7 common phrases that we say it incorrectly. So of course, we're going to learn how to use them correctly in your conversation. We're going to begin with the very first one, which is one in the same. Well, it's not one in the same. Many people make a mistake by saying, oh, it's just one in the same. But it's not one in the same, it's one and the same. So, it's one and the same. And what exactly does this phrase mean? Well, it means that when two things are just the same, okay? So, for example, being famous and successful is one and the same. Okay, so the next time you are using this phrase, make sure you don't end up using the word in, but you use the word and. So it's one and the same. Moving on to another one, which is on accident. Oopsie daisy, I knocked the car on accident. Well, it's not on accident, it's by accident. Well, these prepositions are absolutely a killer. So if you tend to use on accident way too much, well, guess what? You are incorrect. The correct way is by accident. And what does this phrase really mean? Well, without intending to do something. So, for example, if you have to use this phrase in your conversation, you can say, oops, by accident, I knocked the vase over the floor. Okay, that's how you will use it. Next one, irregardless. Well, irregardless, my company pays allowance. Well, it's not irregardless, it's regardless. You need not use the prefix IR. It's just regardless, okay? That's the correct phrase. And what exactly does it mean? Well, no matter what, or in any case. So if you have to use this in your sentence, you can say that regardless of age and income, my company pays us good allowance. Okay, that's how you will use it. So it means that in any case, no matter what, right? Moving on to the 4th phrase that I have for you. It's anyways. Well, anyways, I'll talk to you later. You use the word very often to end a conversation or to change a topic. Well, it's not anyways. Many of us do that. Even I used to do that. Even I used to say, well, anyways, let's get back to work. But you need not use the letter S. Okay? Please do not add the letter S. It's just anyway. Yes. Did you do that? Well, then that's incorrect. It's anyway. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Anyway, I better be going or I'll be late. So anyway is an expression that you use to end a conversation or to change a topic. Right? Moving on to the next one, which is supposed to. Well, have you heard people saying that I'm supposed to go buy groceries this afternoon. Yeah, that's quite an obligation. But it's not supposed to. Well, you need to add the letter D to the end of this word suppose. So it's supposed to. Yes, that's the correct phrase. I'm supposed to go for grocery shopping. That's incorrect. The correct way of using this phrase is I'm supposed to go for grocery shopping. Yes, so it means that there's an obligation. Yes, you're obligated to do something. I know, buying groceries is quite an effort, right? So it's quite an obligation for you. So use the expression supposed to, but not supposed to. All right? Moving on to the sixth phrase that I have for you is a scapegoat. Well, she is an scapegoat. Well, is it really a scapegoat? No, the correct phrase is scapegoat. And that's how you write it. Scapegoat. So who is a scapegoat? Well, many people tend to say that, oh, poor her, she's an scapegoat. That's incorrect. She's a scapegoat. And scapegoat is a phrase used for a person who bears all the blame for others. So probably it's not this person's mistake. But guess what? He's bearing all the blame. Everybody is pointing the finger on her. So not blaming the others, but blaming one person, even though he or she has not made a mistake, well, then he or she is called as a scapegoat, right? And then the last phrase that I have for you is, I am having hunger pains. Have you heard that before? Well, it's not hunger pains, it's hunger pangs. So when you are extremely hungry, that urge of eating some food, especially when you are fasting, people tend to say that, oof, guess what, I'm having these bad hunger pains. But it's not bad hunger pains, it's hunger pangs. Yes, that's the right way of using this phrase. Oh, I haven't eaten since morning and now I'm having hunger pangs. So which means that you're extremely hungry, you're starving for food, right? So these are the 7 expressions or the 7 phrases. These are everyday phrases that people say it incorrectly. And you need to make sure to use it in the correct way. We'll quickly review these phrases. One and the same. That's incorrect. The correct way is one and the same. On accident. It's not on accident, but oops, by accident. Irregardless. It's not irregardless, but it's just regardless. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Well, it's not anyways, it's just anyway. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Supposed to? Nope, it's supposed to. A scapegoat. He is an scapegoat. Well, he's a scapegoat. Okay, so it's scapegoat. And then the last one, hunger pains. Well, I'm starving for food. I'm having these bad hunger pangs, not hunger pains, right? So now that you know how to use and say these phrases correctly, start using them in your conversation. And I'll be back with a new lesson soon. Till then, you take care.